Hi, Shelley from Spin Cushions here. This video is all about making this square for my Siren's Atlas collection called Marmara. You can find all the details on my blog, spincushions.com. It's relatively easy, it just might be a little bit interesting when we change colours here, but I'm sure you'll be able to sort it out. So, I'm going to make Marmara in one colour, but I will let you know at the end of each round if there's anything different that needs to be done if you're changing colours. Okay, so I'm going to start with a magic circle, or you can start with chain 4 and join those chain 4 into a loop if you like. And the first round is simply chain 3 starting chain or a false stitch that I like to do instead. Chain 2, then we're going to do a treble UK or double US. And that's our repeat. Simply chain 2 and then a stitch. We're going to end up with 8 stitches and 8 2 chain spaces. So I will do all of those and I'll show you how to join up. Okay, yeah, I have 8 stitches and 8 2 chain spaces. So now I need to close up my magic circle. And join with a slip stitch to our first stitch. So that's the top of your third chain if you did a starting chain, or the top of your false stitch if you did a false stitch like me. Okay, that's round 1 done. The next round we're going to create the petals of our flower. We start off by doing a double crochet UK, single crochet US in the same space as our slip stitch, so the same stitch as our slip stitch. Then in each 2 chain space we're going to do a half treble UK, half double US, a treble UK, double US, chain 2, then a treble UK, a double US, and then, then a half treble UK, half double US. So we do that little repeat in every 2 chain space, and in every stitch we do a double crochet UK, single crochet US. So I'll repeat all of that around and I'll show you how to join up to the next one. Right, so I've done all of my repeats. All I need to do now is join with a slip stitch to that first stitch. Okay, now you can see mine is quite wonky, so don't worry about it if yours is. By the time we're finished with it, it will be nice and flat like this one. Okay, now this round, the start of the next round will be different depending whether you're changing colours or not. If you're not changing colours, I'll show you in a moment, but I'm just going to pretend that you are changing colours and show you what to do. So what you would do is attach your yarn to your hook with a slip knot and make a back post single crochet US or double crochet UK around, sorry, I'm talking too fast. So a single crochet double crochet UK, single crochet US, back post stitch around any of those round 1 stitches. So just from the back like that. Sorry, I'm just getting the wrong end. Pull your yarn around, yarn over through both loops. So that's how you would start if you're changing colours. The rest is the same. If you're not changing colours, like me, you're going to do chain 1. Now that chain 1 does not count in our stitch counts at all. It's just a way for us to move our yarn down to this stitch here below. We're going to do a back post, double crochet UK, single crochet US. That chain 1 just gives us a little bit of breathing room without mucking it up. Then we're going to chain 2. And we're going to do a back post double crochet, single crochet around every stitch and chain 2 in between them. So all you're going to see from the front are these 2 little loops around each of these stitches. So I'll show you how to join up at the end of this round. Okay, so I just have one more back post stitch to do. I've done chain 2. I'm going to do that. Now instead of chaining 2, we're just going to chain 1 and we're going to join with a double crochet UK, single crochet US, to our first stitch. Now, if you are changing colours, chain 2 and join with a slip stitch, but I'm changing with a stitch. So I've inserted my hook, I've pulled a loop to the front, yarn over through 2. So what that's done is it's put us sort of kind of in the middle of a 2 chain space to start our next round. You'll see what we're doing with the next round, I hope. Why that needs to be. Okay, so the next round starts with a DC UK or SC US over the joining stitch. So all that means is we're doing a stitch in that 2 chain space that we're kind of in the middle of. And then we're going to do, in the next stitch, 5 trebles UK or 5 doubles US. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in that 2 chain space we're going to do a double crochet UK, single crochet US. Now, as you can see, I'm folding the petals forward to make it easier to see what I'm doing. So in every stitch there are 5 trebles UK, doubles US, and every 2 chain space there is a double crochet UK, single crochet US. So I'll work my way around and I will show you how to join up at the end. Okay, so I've done all of my 5 trebles and single stitches. Now all I need to do is join up with a slip stitch to that first stitch and move on to the next round. So the next round is a double crochet UK, single crochet US in the same stitch as our slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 3 and then we're going to skip 2 stitches, and in the next stitch, which is the middle one of our 5 stitch groups, do a double crochet UK, single crochet US, chain 3, oops, skip 2 stitches, and in that small stitch in between the 2 fans we do a double crochet UK, single crochet US. So that's our little repeat. Chain 3, stitch in the middle, chain 3, stitch between the fans. I'll work my way around and show you how to join up. Okay, so I have done all of my repeats. I've done my last chain 3 and I just need to join with a slip stitch to that first stitch. That's round 5 done. Okay, round 6, a chain 3 starting chain or a false stitch like I like to do. In the 3 chain space we're going to do a treble UK, double US, and then a half treble UK, half double US. Then we're going to do a double UK, single US in the next stitch. Then we're going to do a half treble UK, half double US in the 2 chain space, and also a treble UK, double US in that 2 chain space. And in the next stitch we're going to do a treble UK, double US. So what we're doing is in the stitches between the fans we're doing a tall stitch, and in the stitch on the top of the fans we're doing a small stitch. So we're sort of going down and up. That's going to make our little shape into pretty much like a circle. So I will just do that again so you can see without talking because there's too many words. So that's our repeat. I'll work my way around and show you how to finish off. Okay, so you can see we've pretty much got a circle now. I just need to join up with a slip stitch to my first stitch. Now the next round is a very easy one and it will really make our circle shine, and it's important to get the right number of stitches here because the next round won't work if it's not. So we start with a double crochet UK, single crochet US in the same space as our slip stitch, and then just do another one of those stitches in every stitch around. So you should end up with 48 stitches. So make sure you count as you go and end up with 48 stitches. I'll come and show you what to do next. 44, 45, 46, oops, 47 and 48. Okay, all you need to do then is join up with a slip stitch to your first stitch. Now this little bit here, that's your slip stitch from the last round. This is your first real stitch. That's where you want to join up to. Okay, so there we go. There is our little flower and circle. You see it's quite flat now. Excuse me. So now we're up to the squaring off stage. Right, so we start with chain 4 starting chain, or a false stitch. But actually you're doing double trebles UK or triples US, so I'm doing a false one of those. Then I'm going to chain 1, skip 1 stitch. That's our first one, skip 1 stitch. Treble UK or a double US in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1, half treble or half double in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, double in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, a half treble, half double in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, a full treble or double in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, and we're up to our corner, which is a double treble UK or triple US. Chain 3, and then another double or triple in the same stitch. Oops. Sorry. I hope you're laughing with me and not too annoyed with me fluffing things. Right, there we go. So that's our corner, and that is our side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches along each side with 6 1 chain spaces, and then 2 stitches and 3 chain in the corners. I'll work around and show you how to finish off here. Okay, so I've done all my repeats. The last instruction of this round is to do a double crochet UK, a double treble UK or a triple US in the same space as our first stitch, which is where the slip stitch join was from our last round. 1, 2, 3. Now if you're changing colours, chain 3 and join up to the top of your previous stitch, but I'm not changing colours, so I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to join with a half treble UK, half double US to the top of my false stitch. You would join to the top of your chain 4 if that's what you did. So what that's done is it's put me in the middle of what would be a 3 chain space. So I'm in the right place to start my next round. Now here's a little tip if you're new to doing things my way, is to pop a little scrap of yarn in that corner to show you where to put your hook for the first and last stitches of the next round. So the next round is 2 doubles or singles over that joining stitch. So where that's in that great big hole where the stitch marker is, that's where you do your first 2 stitches. Then I've got a little repeat we're going to do 6 times, which is a double UK single US in the next stitch, and then 1 in the 1 chain space. So we're going to do that all the way along. So that's 1 repeat, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we do 1 in the next stitch, and that's our side. Our corner is 2 stitches, 1, 2, 2 chain and 2 stitches. So a pretty easy one. We do that all the way around and I'll show you how to finish off. Right, so I've worked my way all the way around. The last instruction is to do 2 stitches in the same space as our first stitches, which is where this scrap of yarn is. So here, 1, 2. Now if you're changing colours, chain 2, join with a slip stitch. We're not changing colours, so I'm going to chain 1. And I am going to put my little stitch marker in the hole before I join up. I'm going to join with a double crochet UK or a single crochet US. So insert my hook, pull a loop to the front, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. It's exactly the same principle as around before, it's just it's a smaller space. So this is where the stitch marker comes in handy because it's really clear where to stick your hook. Okay, so the next round starts with chain 3 starting chain or a false stitch like I like to do. Oops. Then a stitch over the joining stitch, which is where that stitch marker is. So yarn over and put your hook in there, and that works over that joining stitch. Okay, now, excuse me, we've got a little repeat we're going to do 3 times. We're going to chain 2, we're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then we're going to do a treble UK or WS in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. So that's our little repeat. We do that 3 times. Chain 2, skip 2, and a stitch in the next 3. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, skip 2, and a stitch in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. That's our 3 repeats. Then we need to do, pardon me, chain 2, skip 2, and in the 2 chain space we're going to do 2 stitches, trebles UK, doubles US, chain 2, and 2 stitches, all in that 2 chain space in the corner. Okay, so that's our side, and that's our corner. So I'll work my way around and show you how to finish this round off. Alright, so I've done all my repeats. Now I just need to do 2 stitches in the same place as our first stitches, which is where that stitch marker is. Oops. 1, 2. Now, if you're changing colours, chain 2, join with a slip stitch. We're not changing colour, so I'm going to chain 1, move my little stitch marker, and join with a double crochet UK, single crochet US to my first stitch, if I can get in there. There we go. Okay, we've got one more round to go, and it's a very easy one. We're going to do double crochets UK, single crochets US. The first stitch is over our joining stitch, so where that stitch marker is. Then we're going to do a stitch in every stitch, and in every 2 chain space we're going to do 2 stitches. 1, 2. And our corners are simply 1 stitch, 2 chain, 1 stitch. So I don't think you need to see me do all of that. I'll come back and show you how to join up. Right, so I've made my way all the way around. Just to finish off the round I need to do 1 stitch in the same space as our first stitch, which is where that stitch marker is. Chain 2, join with a slip stitch to our first stitch, and that is this square for Marmara. Just tie that off, and there you have it. Now it may be a little bigger or larger. You can see this one has turned out a little bit larger in my Bendigo Woolen Mills cotton than my Cascade Ultra Pima cotton. If you need to match size to something else you're doing, you could sleeve off the last round, but I think, so you end up with a nice solid edge, I would actually change the second last round to half stitches instead of full stitches and then finish as normal. Yeah, and if it's a little bit too small, just add another round like this. And there you go, give it a quick block and you are all done. So that is Marmara from Siren's Atlas. Don't forget to check out spincushions.com for some more crochet fun. See you later.